Welcome. I'm Morgan Wiebert, and sometimes it can be really hard to find our inner peace, especially when there's so much going on in the world and we might see a lot of unrest around us and feel the unrest within us. But truly, one of the best ways to create peace in the world is first to create peace within ourselves. So today we'll be doing a practice using Yin Yoga embodiment and EFT tapping to support us in embodying peace. Let's get started. We'll begin in a comfortable seated position. So find something to support your hips so your spine can be tall. And we'll just do 2 rounds of tapping to begin. Begin tapping the side of your hand. So when we tap on these points, they're acupressure points, and they help stimulate the movement of energy through our body, as well as stimulate the right-left brain hemisphere to fire differently. And it helps us to move into a new mindset, a new energetic state, and a new way of being. So simply follow the points and repeat after me. Even though there is so much unrest in the world, I choose to approach this situation and all I'm feeling with compassion. Even though I might not feel peace inside of me right now, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Good. Tapping the top of your head. All the unrest in the world. In between the eyebrows, all the unrest within me, tapping the side of the eye. Even though it exists, I can still witness and approach myself with kindness. Below the eye, even though there is lack of peace in many parts of the world, I can witness and approach that with kindness and compassion. Below the nose, all these emotions. Tapping the chin, all these thoughts that take me out of my peace. Both hands below the collarbones. Even though I feel them and think them, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Front of the ribs. It's normal. I'm not alone. We all experience all of these emotions that take us out of our peace. There's nothing wrong with me. Top of the head. And even though I'm experiencing and witnessing all of this, I can still choose compassion. In between the eyebrows, repeating after me out loud if you can. I choose compassion. Side of the eye, no matter what's happening within or around me, I choose to anchor myself in compassion. Below the eye, so that I may return to my peace. Below the nose, trusting that as I create peace within myself, I can send peace out to the world around me. tapping the chin. Even when I feel that there is nothing I can do, I can always focus on creating peace within me. And then just resting both hands over the center of your heart, allowing your eyes to close. Taking a deep breath into the heart. Choosing peace. And a long exhale out, just beginning to release some of the stress accumulated in your body. Deep breath in, remembering that you have the power to choose peace and compassion. Big, long, open mouth sigh out, letting go of feeling helpless. Breathing in your capacity and power to choose peace with each breath. And just breathing out any stress that you're feeling within your body. Good. Allowing the eyes to softly open, bringing the hands to the knees. And just noticing how you may feel different. And let's work now to embody that choice. Just beginning rolling your shoulders, so nice big circles with your shoulders. So often the stress, the tension, the fear, the anxiety that we experience causes our shoulders to creep up around our ears, and for us to hold that tension, let's just start to let it go. Good. Take a moment to just bring the legs forward in front of you. Just shake the feet out, flex and point the toe, and then one more time, cross the legs. We'll take the right hand to the floor next to us, and we're going to sweep the left arm up and over. Just closing your eyes now and creating some space into the left side of your ribs, and deepen your breath. How big of an inhale can you take? How long of an exhale can you take? Good. Staying exactly as you are, keep the right hand on the floor. Simply begin to move the left hand to the side, and then starting to point the fingertips down towards the floor, but keep leaning the head towards the right so that we're stretching and opening the left side of the neck. And once again, deepen the breath. So as we breathe more deeply, we calm the nervous system and support ourselves in moving towards peace. When the body is really tight and restricted, particularly around the ribs, the shoulders, and the neck, it limits our breath capacity. Turn your nose now down towards the ground and let your head come forward a little. You can keep the arm just as it is, or even wrap it behind you. So we're going to be opening the back and side of the neck a little bit more now. Allow your eyes to close. Feel into your body. You might turn the head a little just to find that place where the back and side of the neck can release even more. And then allow yourself to come back into your deep breathing. Take the breath from the belly all the way up to the heart and into the shoulders. And on the exhale, let the shoulders and the head drop a little heavier, releasing through the neck. 2 more breaths like that. Soften your jaw. softening the tension in our body so we may create space within us, peaceful space within us. Last breath here. On the exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Release the hands to both knees. Come to neutral. And then allow the head to come to neutral, floating above the shoulders, just noticing the difference between right and left shoulder and neck. And perhaps turning the head or doing any intuitive movement simply to integrate that. Good. And then we'll take this to the other side. If you need to give the legs a little shake again. And then cross them, perhaps crossing them the other way so that the hips stay balanced. And then we're taking the left hand to the ground, leaning the torso over so we open the rib cage to create more space for breath. And then sweeping the right arm up and over. Now really amplify and exaggerate the breathing into this right side of your rib cage. Physically, we are creating more space within us. And just by doing that, it allows us to deepen our breath. And just through deepening our breath, we calm our nervous system and change the firing of the brain from the fear response in the limbic to this more connected, global, problem-solving thinking in the front part of the brain. So knowing that all this is now happening inside of you, take one more big, juicy breath to open space for peace within you. And then on the exhale, begin to move this right hand to the side, to the right, and begin to reach the fingertips down towards the floor. They don't need to touch the floor. You're just moving the arm and the shoulder in that direction as you continue to draw left ear towards left shoulder and open the right side of your neck. Breathing in peace and compassion. And breathing out all that you've been holding on to. Sometimes we see all that's happening in the world and we start to carry it as a burden upon our shoulders. And it can feel really heavy and we can begin to feel like there's nothing we can do. Breathe into the knowing that we are all carrying this burden together. That you are not alone, and that we can find peace together. Take that right hand behind you. Allow your head to turn down now. Let the head drop forward slightly, and invite yourself to open up into the back of the neck a little bit more. Moving the chin or the head in any way that works for you intuitively to help you release the back of your neck. Take one more deep breath in of peace, compassion, and knowing you are not alone. And on the exhale, let go a little bit more of trying to carry the burdens by yourself. Slowly release, hands back to knees, chin back to chest. And then ever so slowly let the head come back to neutral, spine come back to neutral. Take a big breath into the space you've generated in neck and shoulders and a long sigh. And then letting the eyes open, we'll move into our next posture, a reclined fish pose, opening through the chest and the heart. If you have a block, we're going to take the block behind the upper back If you don't have a block, you can roll up a towel or a blanket or simply take a cushion behind you. And then we'll find the block underneath our upper back and allow the chest to open, the arms to open. If you need to, you might need to bring some support underneath your head so that the neck doesn't feel tight or crunching backwards. If you feel any tension in your low back, keep your knees bent, just as I'm doing right now. If you'd like to open deeper into the hips, let the knees separate, soles of the feet come together for a butterfly pose. And then allow your eyes to close. Take a deep breath in from belly up to heart center. And a long exhale out, softening the body. Breathing in love and acceptance for yourself and others. Understanding that love and acceptance are a pathway towards peace. They are a practice that leads us into peace, both individually and collectively. As you deepen the breath and you open the heart space, the center of compassion, kindness, love, acceptance, forgiveness. Visualize yourself moving through the world, anchored in these mindsets. How do you speak to the people in your life from a place of compassion, love, and forgiveness? Whether they are people you love or people that challenge you, that you disagree with, how can you still approach that situation with compassion and kindness to generate peace, more peace? Let's take one more deep breath here. And a long exhale out. Slowly drawing knees together if they're not already. And to move out of this posture, simply roll to one side. Move the block or whatever prop you've brought underneath you out from underneath you, and then come all the way back onto your back, bringing yourself into a neutral position to allow the spine to release. Feel the space that you've generated around the heart, the space for the heart and for compassion to expand. Good. So we're simply going to move into a Yoga Nidra meditation now. Lying on our backs, you might want to bring support underneath your knees with a bolster or a cushion. Or find whatever position is most comfortable for you. And as I name the part of your body, I want you to imagine that you are touching that part of your body with your mind and giving it the permission to relax, to feel at peace with yourself and with all that is happening in the world. Letting the eyes close, let's take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Bringing the awareness to the crown of the head and the forehead. Feeling it soften. Coming into peace with all that is. Awareness at the eyes. And let them relax into a peaceful inner gaze. Softening the jaw and the whole face. What is the facial expression of peace? Letting the throat relax. May you speak words that are peaceful. Letting the shoulders and the arms relax. May you know you are not alone. And may you make alliances that generate peace in your life. Deep breath into the chest, into the heart. May you stay anchored in your choice of compassion as a pathway to peace. Deep breath into the belly. Let the belly relax. May you know that you can find peace with yourself no matter what is happening. Allowing your awareness to flow down the legs to the feet, letting them relax and feel connected to the earth. May you know you are part of the earth, so that as you find peace, you are helping the earth find peace. Awareness of the whole body now. If peace had a color, what would it be? Imagine now that you are breathing that color into your entire body, filling your entire body with peace. Deeply breathing in peace and compassion. I'll invite you to stay in this resting pose as long as you feel comfortable. When you feel ready to come out, simply roll to one side, guiding yourself up to a comfortable seat, slowly and mindfully. Thank you so much for coming to practice and to cultivate your peace. May you be well. Namaste.